Hi guys, welcome back to Future Dimensions 360. As you know, in our last tutorial, we had learned how we can pass the props to our child components or the meshes, or how we can pass the props to our components in React.js. In today's tutorial, we will be learning a basic of useRef hook. So the next topic is useRef hook. Why we'll be needing that? Let's say in my scene, I have two boxes and I'm not able to perform any operation in these boxes. It's just a simple box or simple mesh inside my canvas. What if I want to rotate them? What if I want to move them on click event and anything I want to do? What we need to do is we need to get the access of these boxes. So in vanilla JavaScript, what was happening there is normally we are using document.get elements by ID, and we will be having access to each and every property of that HTML element, and then we can do any kind of changes whatever we want. In React.js, that this operation is a bit different. We will be using useRef hook for that. So in case you guys need to know in detail what useRef hook is, again go back to my React.js series and learn in detail what is React useRef hook. It's a part of my hooks update in React.js series. So let's go back and try to learn what is useRef hook here, the very basics that we will be needing for this series. I will be doing that in my box component. I will import useRef hook here. Simply I have to do here is I have to I'll copy paste from the documentation, and that's it. I have to create a constant object with useRef hook. The hook is nothing but just a function, and then we will be logging that ref. But this ref should be passed as a reference to where? To my mesh object. So I will get reference of this mesh object. So once I will get the reference, I will have access of this I will have access to this mesh. What I can do is I can perform any kind of operation, whatever I want to do. Let's go back to my browser. Let me do reload and try to open up an inspector and my console. If I will move a little bit up, you guys can see in this case my object that is, I have two boxes. One is left one and one is right one. So both of them has different UIDs. I was having I had a reference for my mesh objects inside my JavaScript, so I can perform any kind of operations I want. Let's move forward a little bit, check in detail what is this object that we got with reference that had a property called animations. In case we got any kind of object with animations, any model we had, so the animation list will appear here. We can perform animation and all that stuff. We will be learning for sure later all this stuff, that animations are created through Blender or Maya or AutoCAD. Anyone, like, you can use those. Cast shadow, any children they have. Geometry, if I will go on to geometry, you guys can see in the geometry I will be having parameters, width, height, depth, UUID, and the reference that we will be passing from R3F is actually a props reference that will be coming from the parent parameter. Other than that, there is attributes that are position, normal, UV. All these things are available here in this. And then is mesh, is it true or false? Then is object 3D, it's object 3D. That component belongs to object 3D or no. How many layers are there? One mask is there. What is the material that we passed? Let's say the material is I'll show you just the color that we are passing is here. One second. The name is empty right now. For this, here is the color that is 010. It will be transformed to RGBA color, and then by obviously three.js. And then if we will move forward, we can see couple of properties. Those are available. UUID for mesh basic material, type is mesh basic material, and all this stuff. If I'll go on to matrix, I can see elements. Inside the elements, this is the actually matrices or adjacents of the cube that we have it. Name is A for this cube, parent for this cube, UUID, it's object 3D true, and type is sign. If I will see the position, that is my left side cube, that is 0.751, x-axis, y and z is 0. Other than this, all other things are available as well. If I will check the second cube, you guys can see simply the position. I will go here. You can see the position is plus 0.71, the right side cube, and the color is simply same what we had passed here. The rotation is 0, the scale is 0. Now we have the actually, like we can say, we have the access to the rotation, we have to access to the scale, we have to access to the position, we have to access to the animations, we have to access to the sizes, anything whatever we want to change in this cube, we have to access with the help of references, so we can perform any kind of operations we want. Let's say I want the reference for the mesh and the basic material as well separately. How we can do that? Simply we have to copy this reference. Let's say ref, I will say mesh, and the second one is ref mesh material. Okay, so mesh material ref, I will pass like this, ref equals to curly braces like this, and it will be like this. So I will just console log both ref mesh material. So like this you can get the access to the child of that mesh as well by the help of useRef hook. If I will go back, if I'll reload, you guys can see for the first time log, the first box, I have two different logs. First time it's coming undefined. Why? Because you guys need to understand the working of React.js. Go back to my React.js series, you can understand in detail that return is always working after, before these lines should be executed by React.js. This is the working in detail. So that's why it's coming undefined in the beginning. Later on this current is filled up with the mesh once return, or once the UI is spawned or JSX is appeared inside my web browser. Simply this current can contain the mesh object, and if I will check the second one, it's see, this is mesh and this is mesh basic material. For the second cube, it's similar to this mesh, and second object is mesh basic material. So simply you can access to each step or each component that you are spawning inside your canvas. Doesn't matter either it's a parent component or a child component, or as much as hierarchy is there, you can directly get access of any component what you are using from React 3.js Fiber using useRef hook and perform any kind of operation. I will not be performing in this lecture any kind of operation. For sure we will be performing later on in the coming tutorial step by step. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Until then, take care and goodbye.